tour, and right now it is 54th. An amazing topic, cultivating mental agility. How important is it to have mental health along with our physical health? Yeah. We have amazing speaker with us. I'll introduce her in a short while. I'm thankful you are here all on the weekend, sparing your time to learn something from this special session. What is NLG and how is it formed? Who did it? Let's see. So NLG, as I call it, the Networking and Learning Group. It is founded by Jason Abraham, storyteller, speaker, networking expert. He's a Canva specialist. He does amazing stories on his channel. You can watch them out. He interviews people to know their success journey. He has interviewed so many different speakers from different countries. Please watch it out. That's the amazing thing he has been doing. And he's on a mission to connect 100,000. He's also a value content creator. And myself, Sushma Praju, I'm an HR professional and an NLP master practitioner. I love HR, passionate about human touch. I've done my NLP as I love coaching as well and like to unleash potential within ourselves. Who are the pillars of NLP? So just now we saw the founders and now it's pillars. Whatever you see on the screen, there is work going on behind the screen. And thank you to Taqiyuddin Teparambil and Anil Kunaku to assist us with this journey. Taki is a QHSE professional and he's entrepreneur as well. He has started his own business as well in food industry. He's MBA in HR and MSc in biotechnology. Anil Kunaku, if you're part of NLG group, you would know the AK Thoughts. That is him. He published them every morning. He's a coach and a mentor as well. He's a Toastmaster. He's currently associated with Singapore-based university to mentor students as a career guide as well. Now, what is NLG all about? NLG is the networking and learning group which has been created to network, learn, and share knowledge with each other. We all have so much of experience, so much of learning and knowledge with us. And this platform does the same thing to share that among us. We learn from each other. It's not everything that we learn on our own, right? Experience doesn't matter always. Certain things we learn from others. So that's what it is the aim of NLG. And that's where the speaker come and talk about certain topic. If you want to be on this platform sharing your experience and knowledge, then do let us know and we will be definitely bringing you on this platform to share your experience. So NLG has two parameters, NLG League and NLG Careers. NLG League is all about sharing knowledge and wisdom, the queries, if you have any from any field, that's what NLG League is about. And NLG Career is more about vacancies and tips to enhance your CV and other aspects. These are the platforms you can find us: Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram, and LinkedIn. We'll be sharing the links shortly in the chat box. You can share it with your known ones who are looking for a job or who wants to be in the community to learn and share. Certain rules to follow during the session: please mute your mic, use chat box or comments or reactions to answer or to check out. You may raise your hand to ask your questions, and once the speaker is done with the session, there will be Q&A at the end. You may also take screenshots or notes if you like. These are some of the flyers where we have been hosting our sessions. These are some of the speakers you see, the different topics we have been through. It has been a wonderful journey till now. And thank you everyone for being here. Thank you team for making this possible. These are again, we had an interview conference in first week of January as well. Let's see who is our speaker. So Clessy Gonzalez is the speaker today. Morning, Clessy. Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for having me here. It's really an honor.
Yes. So Clessy is a business development professional. She's advocate for child abuse prevention. She's a volunteer at non-profit organization, a psychology student as well, and loves to be around appreciative and grateful souls. She has an aim to use social media to create a forum, and she also support in raising community awareness for mental health. Over to you, Clessy. Thank you.
Yes. First of all, I would like to thank you everyone for having me here, and then for taking your time to listen in this forum, in this platform. I would like to extend my gratitude also to Mr. Jason for inviting me personally via LinkedIn. And hi, Sushma.
Yes.
Yes, how are you? Yes. So today's topic is cultivating mental agility. But first, what is agility? What is mental agility? Mental agility refers to the ability to be intellectually sharp and quick. It also has to do with moving nimbleness between ideas. It's all about being able to think fast and flexibly. So why we need to do this? Why we need to cultivate mental agility? First, to be more effective at our workplace, in school, or whatever we are doing. It helps us also to be more creative and efficient in problem solving. So, Miss Shushma, if you don't mind to do the slide to the second one, how we will cultivate the mental agility, so everyone also can follow accordingly. Yes. So, how we will cultivate the mental agility? By reading more, by reading books. Reading is a great exercise for your brain. The benefits are varied and impressive. Reading helps relieve stress and improves cognitive functioning skills. It's entertaining because we're reading. Because while we're reading, we started to imagine of the scenarios, and it helps us to increase empathy, and it can even improve your memory. So second, sorry, Ms. Sushna, we're already in the second slides. Would you mind? Hello? Yes. We're already in the second slide for how we will cultivate
You
mental
can
agility.
see my screen, right?
Actually, no. I
No?
didn't. Yeah, no.
Okay, sorry. I'll share it again. Yes?
Yes. So we're already done with the reading more. So second, focus on finding possible solution, not just the best one. By focusing on finding possible solutions, not just the best one, we tend to setting a bar awfully high when we're overly focused on trying to find the best solution. Instead of doing so, try to start with the brainstorming. Allow yourself to think of to try new things, many things as possible, answer or solutions to challenge yourself as well. So this exercise can help you sharpen your divergent thinking skills. And the third one is take a hike. Regular exercise correlates with the host of physical and intellectual benefits. It boosts your energy, improves your moods, and helps you sleep well. So if you want to boost your mental agility, committing to getting more exercise is a great move. And then fourth, be protective of your mental energy. Don't waste your energy for something you cannot control. You have to be careful how and where you spend it. And the fifth one is try new things. Staying in our comfort zone can be relaxing and safe. However, you are more likely to improve your potential or your mental agility if you are learning new things, at least once in a while. And then six, we have eliminate distractions. If possible, set aside a time and place for some quiet and focused work each and every day. And last but not the least, let go of self-consciousness. Let go of self-consciousness. Nothing kills, as old saying says, nothing kills creativity faster than self-consciousness. It's impossible to be creative when you are worried about being judged by others. If you want your abilities to really shine, you have to believe in yourself. So it's that is very basic um, things or pointers on how or why we need to cultivate our mental agility. Do you have any question, Ms. Sushna? Hello?
Please, just a quick question from my side.
Mhm.
Focus, as you mentioned, the second point, focus on finding possible solutions.
Mhm.
How important is it to stay focused? Because there is a rule called 80-20, and in that there is they are showing how to how to develop your focus skills. So focusing on one subject for a longer period of time will make you more tensed or make you more strained out or drained out. So how to regain more focus on a specific subject? Is there a solution, or is there a easy way out?
Yes, actually, as I mentioned, focus on finding possible solution, not just the best one. So for that, you will uh, be more creative. You are be more flexible. For that, you will exercise your mental agility because you are started. Though yes, they're saying also that better to focus on one thing, but at the same time, when you wanted to really improve your mental agility, you have to be to find other ways, other solution, or other plan B, like a plan C. If plan A doesn't work, then you have to find another way to work it out, something like that. So you already have backup, or you're already prepared for whatever possible happens. It's like you're thinking in the future. You're becoming a visionary at the same time.
Okay, and the sixth point is also very tough, I think. Eliminate distractions, because when we are
Yes.
focused, there is a lot of distractions coming in. So,
Yes.
how to eliminate distractions? Is there a way out?
Yes, like I said, you have to set the time. Like for example, what is your goal? What is your focus first? You have to know what exactly your goal. And then if you already know what is exactly your goal, then you have to set time at least, or place, quiet place for you to work on that. Like for example, me, I wanted to be more effective in this platform, in this what do you call that, campaign for mental agility, for prevention of child abuse. Then for that, I will set aside some time, and then think whatever strategies or plans I can make. Sorry, I think Samit wanted to say something. He's raising his hand. Yeah, Mr. Jason.
Sumit, you can go ahead.
I was just trying to say that in the removal of distractions, as the presenter is saying, Ms. Anne, it's very difficult today. You know, this is where the kind of challenges we have, that if we start actually calculating our time. I have a question for Anne on this. And how do I get off the system of my mobile phones, my Netflix, my Amazon Primes, and the likes in a lockdown?
Yes, actually, you're right. You're absolutely right, Mr. Sumit. Nowadays, it's quite hard to find focus, especially we have the social platforms, social medias, and then Netflix or whatsoever. But it takes a lot of discipline. You have to choose. It's a matter of choice. You have to choose. I really wanted to improve myself, then I need to discipline myself. I need to take an effort. It's just not about all the foods are in front of you. You will eat everything. You will eat only the beneficial for your health, and then for yourself. Does that make sense, Mr. Samit?
It does, but let me, on a humorous side, thinking outside the box, as somebody told me to meditate, I started doing meditating for 10 minutes and 15 minutes.
Yes,
Do you believe
yes.
me that I started remembering the shows that I saw last night?
Really, actually, it really helps also to do the meditations, because for that you can be very calm. Hello.
Anyways, I'll let you be. Continue. Thank you so much.
Yes, and thank you for sharing as well and participating. Any question? Any else? Jason and
Yes, Sumit, I wanted to just add that meditation is, of course, form of like how we take it as meditating. But yes, in beginning, you will get other thoughts. Your mind will wander here and there, and that's very normal. Eventually, after time, you will come to a point where you see you are being aware that yes, I have other thoughts, and then eventually you will be able to divert your attention again to the meditation. It takes
Yeah.
time. It's not
Yeah,
very
it does. Definitely takes time. I'm just this is I think about 6 month old experience which I was sharing, that how to, when I wanted to get agile in my mind. So I was like, okay, let me try to focus. And that was way back in the peak of the lockdowns. And we were all engrossed, got nothing to do at home. We were all engrossed in the Netflix and the Primes of the world. And I think I make sense over here. I think guys can just go recall on it. So it's a
yes,
rewind kind of button.
yes,
yes, definitely.
I have a question here for Miss Anne.
yes.
Miss Anne,
Please go ahead.
I wanted to ask you. This is probably a little bit off what beat, but I wanted to ask you the communication part. Okay. Now let me frame my thought over here. When I want
Yes,
to
please.
be agile, when I want to be, not to be too much deviating, bouncing back from left to right of a beam balance, how much important is there to give the word called communicate? When I say communicate, is that there are a lot of thoughts which we have in our mind, which we want to talk to people, okay? And that those kind of thoughts, they keep coming in and out, and we want to communicate. I want to directly communicate to somebody, because unless until I'm not able to communicate, the thoughts are just jumping randomly. It's like they're random, like the little balls in a big glass jar being pumped by air, and they're moving. So
Yes,
how much
I get your point. Yes, I get
how
your
much
point.
impetus? Thank you. How much impetus? How much push? Or how much strength you would give to the word called communication when being agile?
Yes, actually, your question is very nice. It's very, I mean, it's worth paying attention for, because, yeah, for that, sometimes we need to gather exactly what we really wanted to say, because sometimes it's we have a lot in mind, but we don't know how to construct in a way that the recipient will understand. Because it will be great as well to communicate, but at the same time it will be much more better if the recipient will understand properly what exactly you wanted to send, or what exactly you wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, I think first you have to check yourself first. Is it really necessary to say, or is it really something that will help both parties, like it will be beneficial for both sides, or uh, this is something that I need to check first with myself, and then I will communicate to them. I mean, it's very essential to communicate, but at the same time, we have to double check if it's really what do you call that? Something to what do you call that? Help. And
Support.
then for yes, and then for that, we can. I mean, it's an open communication. Everyone, like now what we're doing, it's not just because I'm the speaker here, I'm the only one who will speak. And thank you for participating, thank you for interacting with this kind of conversation, because it really helps this platform, it can really help this conversation to be more fruitful and productive. We will both learn from my end and then from your end. So this is, I think, the best way of what you're asking.
Yeah. Or maybe should I can I put it this way, that I'm
Yeah.
thinking of something. Let's say
Yes,
I'm
of
thinking
course,
of,
of course. If you have something more to share, or something in mind to share, then please feel free.
yeah. So what I'm trying to add to your point is that, let's say I'm thinking, I'm for a simple matter of fact, that I want to, let's say a simple task. I want to make a friend. sorry, I want to call one of my friends today. Okay, just for example, I hypothetical case study. So I I want to call my friend. I want to communicate to my friend, but there are some barriers. There are times when we feel that is it a good time to call that person? Is it the appropriate kind of conversation what we're gonna have, or is that person? So my challenge is to understand the agility part here. Is that communication is the essence. So how to or let's say let's draw a different case study on the board. A lot of times in the organization, a lot of silo managements happen, a lot of silo management. And that's, I think, 98% of the companies are struggling with silo management. There's not a clear vision from the top, there's no clear understanding in the middle, and there is no proper execution at the bottom level. So in an organization, in a business scenario, if the companies, they want to grow, they want to really follow the vision which they have created for a 1 year, 3 year, or a 5 year manifold, how important, because agility won't come in, the employees' agility won't come in unless until they are communicated well. The vision is drawn very well ingrained into them, that this is what we are looking at as short term, but this is where we want to go. I want to go to Mars, but definitely I need to have a rocket to go to Mars. Can I put it this? So isn't there the communication part becomes very essential?
Yes, of course, it's very essential to communicate, because how can you understand like, for example, you're saying that you wanted to go to Mars and that you need a profit for that. You have to communicate, and then you have to reach out with the person who's really can help you to materialize those ideas. So for that, you have to communicate. You really have to communicate. Otherwise, these ideas will not put into a reality, or it will not materialize at all. If if you will just conclude by yourself. So for that, I think that is, I mean, being like, for example, when you say in the business as well, there's a training, there's a training development. That's why HR also are there, to help the people, the employees, to be more effective in communication, to communicate exactly what they have in mind, especially if this help also, it can help the company's growth and success.
Yeah, makes sense.
It does. So I think it's not really 100%. I think you still have doubt, or you still have really something in your mind.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Sure.
The way you're communicating is my doubts are getting clear.
Okay then. So yes, anyone else? I mean, Shushma or Jason, you wanted to share more?
Yes. So,
yes.
Leslie, I have a question here. How do we know that someone is, or it can be myself, just a question, like how to
Yes.
identify that someone has mental, agility? It's not 100%, the mental agility is not 100%, or what are the symptoms I
Yes.
can look at?
Yes, because like what I said earlier, what is mental agility? This refers to intellectual, to think faster, and what do you call that? And flexibly. So if one individual can immediately co-op with the scenario, with the situation, then yes, then definitely we can consider them as, I mean, we can not judge. I mean, we can rate the person or the individual based on how they react to the situation, how they react to the challenges, how they react to the problem solving. So only then.
Okay. And how about if it is for self?
For self, like for example, for self, it depends also to every individual, if they really wanted to improve their what do you call that, their mental agility. Like for myself, I will not go for, I will go for myself. I cannot say that I'm 100% mental agile, but at the same time, I'm on process. I'm in progress of doing so, because I'm doing doing exercise, reading more as much as possible to improve my skills on this particular stuff and all.
Okay, great. Thank you for
Just
that.
just a quick question from my side. How does meditation help? Is meditation a good tool to develop focus?
Yes, because when you're doing the meditation, it helps you to calm and then to feel, to feel relaxed. You're at ease. So when things comes, you didn't jump up or your own conclusion and then react immediately. So because when you're doing the meditation, your mind is focused. You can sleep well at night. You can react accordingly to the situation.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. One more question I would like to ask Leslie. So if we want to know somebody's mental agility, or if we want to help someone, what are two or three questions, or what are two or three instances you would say that we should be looking at? So if I want to help my friend who might be having some problem, how do I help him? Is there any set of questions, or is there any thing I should start with to know more?
Yes, of course. First, you have to communicate with them. Like Mr. Sumit is suggesting earlier, communication is the key. You have to communicate with them what are the things they're struggling with. And then a second is to encourage them. I mean, we are not here to just evaluate people and then rate them. We are here also to help them improve. So we need to encourage them to to be to be more effective, and then to be more efficient, and then to enhance or to boost their mental uh, agility. Hello. Yes.
Yes, yes.
So and then the third one is, I think, to just uh get some time with them, and then by doing this communication, by doing practicing and all, and then getting their ideas as well. Like for example, you have to create one exercise or one practice, and then both of you can exchanging your ideas and then your thoughts. And then for that, I think one step by step, you're helping them to practice. I mean, to boost their mental agility.
Great, great.
I have another question, and
Yes, Sumit, go ahead.
Yes, yes, yes.
so I'm talking about from my daily anecdotes. Of late, we've seen that our handwriting has gone from bad to worse. Thank you to the keyboards and the small little phones in our hands. So a couple of days ago, not a couple of days ago, I think day before yesterday. Pardon me. Day before yesterday, I was thinking on something, and I wanted to write something on some topic. It just struck my mind, and I started to write on a piece of paper, as always. Suddenly, I realized that I am not writing the way I write generally. So I'm writing all gibberish. I'm like writing. I can't even understand what I am writing, and I am just thinking, and I'm writing. And it became a challenge for me. After about 5 minutes, when I saw the paper, I said, "Who's written this?" And this actually happened to me. I'm sitting on my desk, and I've written so much, I thought so much, and I haven't written anything which I could understand. And guess the solution I came out with. Trust me, this is absolutely laughable moment for all the people listening to this, and they're gonna give me. What I did, I opened another fresh page. You would believe I opened another fresh page, and I wrote the entire 26 alphabets once again. I can send you a picture of that,
Yes, yes,
and I wrote that at least 10 to 12 times, A to Z. And then when I did that, and I wrote that again, I started writing again on that piece of paper, my thoughts, they were absolutely perfect. I'm trying to figure out that concept. I don't know. What is that here? Typical question. I don't know. I
Yeah,
Googled
actually,
it.
yes. Thank you for for sharing that. But actually, I didn't exactly get what are you trying to say. You're trying to say that initially you're doing taking down notes, and then afterward you wanted to write solutions, but then you don't exactly know how to do the solution, but then you're still taking down notes until eventually you get the solution. Is that correct?
That's right. That's absolutely correct.
Yes, for that it's great. It's actually I have to check on that. It's amazing that you have shared, but it's tough for me to answer. I mean, but if you have I mean, if you have something to share about the solution or whatever, for that, but I really need to check on that. I don't have the solution for that. I don't have the answer for that at the moment. But
Sumit,
thank you so much. Yeah.
Sumit, I think before when you're writing down, you were not focused enough to write down. Maybe that's the reason. You were thinking about something else, maybe.
Probably, yeah. Jason, I've sent you a picture on your WhatsApp. You can screen it or whatever you feel like. Whosoever is screening it, Sushma, I've sent you as well.
Yes, I'm curious.
This is a live example. I'm telling you honestly, this is a live example. So if you guys can see through your WhatsApp, and trust me,
let me share it. Let me share it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, Jason, share it.
Let me share it. Just a moment.
And
Yeah.
anyone in the
funny.
room, if you want to share something on what Sumit is saying, please feel free to chat with us.
It's very funny. ABCD.
and
Really,
the beauty here.
This?
And let me tell you the beauty here. If you can find the beauty here, there's hidden beauty here. If you see, carefully in the first line, there's A to Z in 2 lines.
Yes.
In the second line, the A to Z is still there, but WXYZ is in the second line.
Second.
In the third line onwards, if you see, the words are contracting and there's space. And as I progress to the last line, I could write it clearly. I could write it easily. And I could fit all of them with somewhat equidistant. So what is this thought? I don't know how it struck me. And then after that, when I was writing something, I was trying to draw some inference on some data input. Everything just went well. I don't know how's that happened.
I think this is like a practice. No, practice make practice more perfect. Something like that.
So how come in 15 minutes?
And that means you're really.
It's your hidden skill, Sumit. It's your hidden skill.
You're very skillful. For 15 minutes, you already
on a public platform.
I think there is a lot of hidden meaning to it. Maybe the words arranged can add maybe the strategy you have used for arranging the alphabets. Maybe the spaces.
It's interesting.
I'm just sharing because I just thought, just trying to figure out rewire my brain probably. Anyways.
Yes, it's nice. It's nice. It's very interesting actually.
Yes. Anyone would like to put some more light on this? Please feel free to share. I'm just recalling one incident with my elder one. She had some difficulty in Hindi at that point of time, and I told her the same thing. Go back, write all your alphabets, and it is recently. That time she was in grade 8. Write the alphabets again, and then we'll talk further. Same thing when they started grade 9. Their Hindi teacher told the same thing. So she asked, today is the first class, and I want you all to write all your alphabets. So whether it is consonants as well as the vowels, everything one time in your book. And she was writing that as a homework. That was given as homework. And my younger one, she's in grade 2, yeah. So she told, Didi, you are writing this. This is my homework as well. So they both had the same homework, being so much of difference. But yes, now I'm just relating it to what Sumit was just sharing. Probably that brings back the way we think, the way we write. Probably that's the reason. Even teacher did the same thing.
Yes, yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Thank you, Sumit. Anyone would like to ask any questions, share any thoughts? Please feel free to do that. Meanwhile, if I may ask, Leslie, what do you see as the important practice or few important points to take care of for mental agility or mental health, as we call it?
To take care of that, I think first, communication. That is the best one. At least you have a friend, trusted friend, to to say something, like if you're not feeling well, just like an outlet of everything. I mean, a trusted friend, at least one. And then second, doing exercise and sleeping in a proper way, like 8 hours at least, 6 to 8 hours a day. And then proper exercise. And then you have to protect also for whatever, like in social media. There's a lot of negative, there's a lot of false, which is not true. Something that it can, what do you call that? Brainwash you, like something it's very negative, and then it can discourage you as well, especially nowadays there's a lot of news whatsoever. I mean, you have to filter whatever comes or whatever comes in your mind. So I think that's all.
Okay, great. Thank you. So yes, it's great to know, yes, sleep plays a very important role as exercise as well. And why is it important to do exercise daily? Why are we not taking care of our mental health as we take care of our physical health, right?
Yes, yes.
So yes, and how is your experience with psychology, Classy? How do you define it? How does it help you with what you do?
Yes, like what I said, I have coffee with me. Something like I'm encouraging people, if they wanted to communicate with me, share their story with me. It can help them as well to relieve what exactly they, without any judgment, and then it's strictly confidential. So I'm just listening to them, and then making them feel that it's okay not to be perfect. It's okay to be human. It's very essential to know that there is still someone out there that can accept them, regardless, of whatever their past or whatever kind of person they are. So I encouraging them to embrace the individuality. So because everyone has their special stories, so just waiting to be heard. I believe so.
To all the audience, just to add, Anne Klesse was, she's still associated with His Highness Sheikh Majid Al Mualla, who is the ruling Sheikh of Sharjah, I guess, right? Klesse, would you like to?
Umal Coin, yes.
Yeah, would you like to share about that, please, to our audience?
Yes, for that they helping and then they helping people who wanted to do the startup business here in UAE. They sponsoring people, and at the same time but you have to be under the umbrella. You have to be under Sheikh Majid's umbrella, and then after that they can sponsor. They can start the business with you, with your company. They can give you a trade license, and then it's not normal compared to other services, because it's you will have your special request that is given already for a ruling family.
Thank you.
Thank you, Classy, for sharing.
Yes.
Anyone else wants to ask any questions, share something, please go ahead. We have participants sticking here. Please feel free to network, share any queries. Do let us know. So, Classy, what thought comes to my mind currently is there something to do with personal disorder? I mean, what you call it as PSTD? Personality disorder?
Personality disorder.
Yes.
for that, because I'm just a student for psychology, I didn't, I don't want to jump immediately for some suggestion or commenting about that. That is quite serious. So let me just pass through it, and then if I'm already ready, then maybe I can, invite myself to be here again, to speak. I don't want to speak of something like I'm not yet that much so sure. Oh, I think someone is asking, Mr. Saubur and Mr.
Saurabh.
Giri. Yes, yes.
Yes. So I will go with the first who raised the hand. Saurabh, I'll ask your question once we finish with Giriji. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Sushma and Klasi. Actually, even though I joined lately, when you are talking about the conversation, then only I am realizing what is happening here. When coming to the question is the sleeping hours. Actually, 8 hours already we I born 1970s. At that time, more than 10 hours, 8 to 8 something. Then it has reduced 10 to 6, then 10 to 4. Almost that industrial when I was going for work, it has it has reduced. Now my sleeping pattern is maximum of only 5 hours. I can able to sleep 5 hours. Then when I am trying, maximum I can reach another 1 hour. Whether it's a right sleep or still my pattern has to be changed.
Yes, I think you have to look after your health. 1 hour is not enough. I mean everything too much is not good. Like if you sleep more than 8 hours, it's also not good. If you sleep less than 6 to 8 hours, it's also not good. I mean, you have to look after yourself. You look after your health. That you have to make a time. Like for example, at 10 p.m. I need to sleep already, and then I need to get up after 6 a.m. something like that. You have to make a schedule, proper schedule, which one is you think more productive and more fruitful for you if you're in a morning person. But I really preferred in morning since
Yeah, but one thing I came to know that even that 4 5 hours is also it's depend upon the person to person. Also, I came to whether it is right or not. Right or
yeah,
not?
yes, I think it depends because some very well-known businessman like Elon Musk, they're sleeping only 2 hours. If your body and your mind can able to adapt that, then it's fine. But some people it's not applicable to them because if they doing so, they feel less productive and then they cannot think properly. But others like those I'm telling you, Elon Musk, and then those very successful business persons, they can adapt, they can cope only for 2 hours sleep, they can think more. I think that is a special skills.
Yeah, it may be a special skill, but what happened to the circadian rhythm actually? When I came to know that after 10 o'clock, our major organ shutdowning and rejuvenating for next day, then how it will rejuvenate and how their health will cooperate with them.
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Yeah, I can sleep for 2 hours, 4 hours. It's okay, but what about our biological clock, that circadian rhythm, that our internal organs, that the heart and liver, they are all having specific time to rejuvenate their flushing system. You know that what they will tell that
Yes,
toxic
medically
removal.
speaking, yes, medically
Yeah,
speaking, 6 to 8 hours, medically speaking. But as I told earlier, it depends on one individual, how they can adapt, how can they adjust. If they just sleep 2 hours, how their body can, adapt the situation. And then others, it can affect, especially for a very, what do you call, weak immune system. And then, very weak, they have a very weak when it comes to health. So it depends. It depends to one individual. But I would suggest to a better check with your trusted doctor regularly. what if your body can do that, or if your body cannot do that. But definitely they will suggest you to just follow the normal, which is sleeping 6 to 8 hours, because others can do that because they're very skillful with that. They're very eager, they're very persistent. That is a special case, and then it's not applicable to everyone.
Thank you, Klesi. Actually,
Yes.
the Klesi, it's also giving the meaning of cleansing. If you go for the small vibration, some difference is the cleansing. Okay,
Yeah,
Klesi, thank
cleansing.
you
Yes,
for
yes. If you wanted
cleansing.
to share us, yeah, no, if you wanted also to share about the cleansing, I think you have something in mind, like you wanted to share, like for detoxing, like drinking water or whatever. If you wanted to share that ritual, then please feel free to do so.
Thank you, Klesi. Actually,
Yeah.
you came here to cleanse all our negative things. Take care.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Shushma and Jason, for your continuous doing this networking. It's really helpful to the society during this pandemic.
Yes.
Thank you all. Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you
Virji.
so
Thank you.
much.
Okay, Klesi, we had a question from Saurabh where he has asked how to boost the concentration.
How to boost the concentration? Like what Jason said earlier, we can do the meditation every morning. You have to set a time and place, a quiet place. Then you can do the meditation, and for that it can help you to be focused, to be more productive, to be more calm, and then to how to react in situation accordingly, how to rate or judge one scenario, something like that. You have to do something with your health as well. It's a combination. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for answering the question. Okay,
I think
there
there's
is
another question. Yeah.
yes, there's one more question from Ditsa. How to improve imagination? That's the question.
How to improve imagination? First, it depends. You can do the arts, like a painting or reading books. Reading books really can help you a lot how to be more imaginative, especially when you're reading a scenario or one page in a book. Then you started to imagine how it looks like, how to how exactly the situation and how the person, if when you're reading a book. And then at the same time you can also doing the painting. For that you can paint whatever you're feeling, whatever you're something in your mind. For that it can, slowly you can enhancing your imaginations. Hello.
Yes, Klesi, thank you. Thank you for answering that question. I don't see any further questions. So we'll close the session here. Thank you, Klesi, for being here,
Yes.
for sharing what you have shared with us. Amazing session, wonderful insights. And thank you, audience, also for being here. We are because you are here.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you,
for
everyone.
having me. It's really an honor.
Have a wonderful day and see
Thank
you
you.
all next week.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Klesi.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank
Ushma
you.
and Jason. Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks
so
a lot,
much.
everyone, for
Thank you.
participating.
Thank
Yes,
you.
take
Bye.
care.
Have a nice
Bye-bye.
day.